Shalom, shalom. I like to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim Rakah Kodash, the Wadiyah Bahashim Yahushua for giving us the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who deserve the honors. Rightfully so. Shalom to the Akim, pushing the word of sincerity and truth and being faith-based and being prepared for what is to come. And what is to come? Race wars, famine, concentration camps, the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, 200 million missiles hitting the soils of America. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord lifting up the hopeful elect into the chambers. Simultaneously, the chariots of the Lord shooting laser beams at the ungodly and the heathens. Rightfully so. I was just right now the time is I think 2:35 roughly. Yeah, 2:37. AM. And I was asleep. I was asleep in my bed, and something woke me up. And I'm gonna say this. It happens to me. I probably like every other month. I say probably every other month or maybe every 3 months. But when I was a little boy, it was almost happened to me every night. Every night. And I didn't know what it was. I would always run to my mother's room and she would say, "Boy, go back to bed." And I would tell her something's beating me up. And I used to always see, because my sister's dolls used to be in my room. And I didn't know what the hell I was to see. I know the eyeballs used to open up and the dolls used to talk to me. It used to always tell me I'm not special. It used to always tell me that I'm not special when I was a little boy. And I was always go to my mother's room. And my mother's room, remind you, in the apartment I lived in, her room was far. And every time I would pass a room, something would say something to me. I would hear voices. Right? And I would always tell my brothers and sisters, and they would always think I was crazy. And I used to always get thrown out of bed. And I was always told I wasn't special. And so many times it's happened to me that this right here, being choked by demons. I was be choked by demons all the time. And my mouth used to be held, so I wouldn't scream. Right? And all the time. And I remember being in the house with my wife. She was like, "You always crying at nighttime. You always crying. You're always crying in your sleep. You sound like you can't breathe." Right? I was like, whatever. I was brush it off because I didn't ever want to explain to nobody again what used to happen to me. when I was always go through. And when I heard sleep paralysis, it didn't make sense. Because it felt like a presence, right? I got too many testimonies to this, okay? So many testimonies. And I used to hear the voices, okay, clear. Used to tell me I was not special. All the time. I was always hear it. And I didn't know nothing about it. I didn't read no Bible. I didn't but I was always trying to find something to how you say fight it. Like I needed some type of power. Like I wasn't looking really for nothing, but I'm like, it's gotta be something that could stop this. Something powerful, more powerful than this. Right? And when I got into the truth, right, and I learned the name. And then, other brothers would speak about it. I'm just, listen, I wasn't always studious or should I say smart, but I could comprehend. And, you explain something a couple of times to me and I go look it up and I go do something and I go analyze it. then I'll come. It'll download correctly, right? So I remember, I remember a few brothers said it, and then when Apostle Hard said it, he said that it knocked him out of his bed. I said that happened to me. I said, oh, that happened to me, and I was like, oh man, it happened to a powerful man than me. You know, in the spirit, he's a studious man, and he's in the level, and that's what I said to myself. I said, man, that happened to me a lot of times, and I was like, oh, nah, it is demons, because I always feel my mouth being held and my eyeballs being closed, so I won't open my eyes to look. And one time, I was in my mother's house, before my mother moved into another apartment, right, in a project, right. I was laying in my sister's bed, right. This is the most powerful recent one, and this is probably like, this is 2020, probably like, I don't know, my mother died last year, probably like, I don't care, I can't really how many years, probably like 5 years ago. It was the most powerful one, and and I know it was powerful because I kind of because I was going through a phase, you know, in my life, and I know I was leveling up in the truth, and actually before I moved out here, and I was laying in my sister's bed, right, and I'm laying there, right, and the Apostle just said this in the video. He said, "You gotta cover your toes, something like that, whatever." My toes, and I felt like something pulling me out of my body, like, like, and I'm like, Ma, and it was just, I felt my spirit coming out of my body, like, like I'm just giving you the sound effects what I was feeling and hearing, and it was like, and it was pulling me out of my body, and I'm telling you, brothers, this happened to me so many times that I got the answer now. Okay, it's demons. These demons, they are leveled up demons. They the more you in this truth, the more level up, the more level the demons come. More higher the demons come. And they start doing things to you. You can hit. I've been hearing their voices since I was a little boy. All right. Now when it happens to me, for the last few, like, let me see, this is I say for the last this whole month. I'm gonna say for like this beginning of this whole year, right? I've been feeling two types of presence, okay? And I felt the last presence I felt of a spiritual being. the last one I felt, it was just standing there looking at me, and I felt it, and I see the outer layer of it. All right, I seen the outer layer of it. And I was just looking at him, and I can't really say if it was bad or good, but it didn't attack me. It just made a voice. It said, and then I woke up, just like that. That's what I heard. All right, this happened 2 weeks ago, before I got sick. It said, and I was just trying to put two and two together, right? It said, and then it went up. I saw it go up because I seen the outer layer of it. It was the outer layer. And before that, a woman came running up in the room, right? She said, "You okay? You okay?" I'm like, "What happened? What happened? What you talking about? You was crying and making all these crazy noises. You okay?" You know, she could contest to that because I know I was being attacked hard. This was before the one that that just made that and went up. So, you know, these things is real, and now it's been narrowed down to what it is, and it's demons and angels. And you will have angels camp around you, and you know the angels could prevent the demons from attacking you. You know, it depends if what type of what's the message, should I say?